Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Can't hang on, he muffs it. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. Running inside, it's Cobb. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone. Getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in the football game.
And you just keep doing it until the defense can stop it. That's going to be so demoralizing on the other side of the football because you're absolutely getting the ball shoved down your throat right now early in this game. And you're right. You're letting the opponent completely dictate the terms of this football game to you. So until you prove you can stop it, you get more physical, it's going to be much of the same as this game continues to go on.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
2-14 close. 2-14 close.
Now he's looking to throw it. Makes a catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. to drown in the noise. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field. Maybe some room here. Bulldozes his way through. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we miss tight, we don't tackle him. If linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Makes the catch. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Slides away. Going to try to get it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Tigers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hands. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Got it. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. Flying down the right side. The 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that's a great job. Great job stripping the football, getting it out, and then understanding how I scoop it up, follow my blocks, stay on the near sideline, Palmer, and make something happen.
And that's Armageddon for the opposing quarterback, because that's not a situation he's used to, right? Wait a minute, there's a fumble. Wait, you want me to tackle this guy? No, I never even practiced that, and I've got D linemen and linebackers trying to pancake me into the ground. No, thank you.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Still looking on the move. Lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Cobb. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Shakes off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Running inside, it's Cobb. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Open space at the 25. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw.
Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, give to Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Simmons. A little screen to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. The give to Hardy. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On third down, here's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th down play.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. You ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Missouri will use its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. But they didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Simmons to throw. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Brown will throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's just the little nuances of playing quarterback. When to use a little bit of touch, when to rifle it in there. He tries to rifle it in there and just doesn't match up the timing with the wide receiver.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 16, the Texas Longhorns.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's the Buckeyes with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Right
back to Hardy. Fights fights off a defender. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now on second down. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Tripped up for the tackle.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Here's Hardy. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. Simmons. They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Brown wants to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got him. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. Found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go play action with Simmons, using his legs to buy some time. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving out to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Trying to run, it's Cobb. Plows through the defense. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Brown will throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to power it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter?
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Now here's Simmons. Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Simmons. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
And this defense makes a big game-changing play late in the football game. You know what? Forget leaving it to your offense. Forget that. I'm going to take matters into my own hand. They get in the backfield. They force the safety. They take the lead. And now their offense has got the football in the 4th quarter in a great situation.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give as they work on that clock. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
One more time, it's Hardy. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Could be an alley. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point.